Right, so today is all about spaghetti bolognese, and the recipe I'm doing today is a very rich recipe. So it's very heavy on the tomatoes, very heavy on the vegetables, the capsicums, onions, garlic, and the fresh herbs. Very heavy on those too. So I'm going to chop these up. We've got 4 cloves of garlic, we've got a red onion, we've got half a red capsicum, about a quarter of a green capsicum, got a bunch of fresh oregano here, some fresh thyme, half a can of tomato puree, and a whole can of diced tomatoes in basil and oregano, so lots and lots of herbs. What we'll do is we'll get the onions in there first, and then once they're softened we'll add the garlic and the ground beef, and I'll come back to you once that's in the pot. Okay, so the garlic is in there, the onions, the mince, and I've just added the capsicum. While that's just simmering away, I'm going to chop up the herbs, and we'll add them, and then the tomato puree and the tomatoes. Right, now we've got the herbs. That's the oregano. Just pop those in. And some thyme. And then we'll throw in the tomatoes as well. And what we're going to do with this mixture is I'm going to reduce it as much as I possibly can so that we get as thick a sauce as possible. The thing about bolognese is that this ragu that you make, the thicker you can get it, the more it's going to cling to the pasta. So the idea is to reduce it as much as possible. So we'll just give this a stir. We'll turn the heat right down there and just let it bubble away until it forms a really rich, thick mixture. And we'll come back once that happens. And there it is, bubbling away there. Still a little bit watery, so we're going to give it another 10 or 15 minutes then come back to it. And there you have it, that's nicely thickened up now. See how that will bind to the spaghetti, which we will now cook. Right, in with the pasta. Now this is about 8 to 10 minutes, and I've actually, and you don't need to do this, but I've snapped these in half so that they're a lot easier to deal with when I'm eating my spaghetti, because I don't like the endless twiddling. So yeah, you can do that or you can not, it's up to you. We'll come back when that's all nice. We're going to serve that with our bolognese and some Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese on the top, and that will be just nice for dinner tonight, I think. Catch you in a minute. Right, so there's the spaghetti all just put some Bolognese sauce over the top of that. Then we'll get some Parmesan. And that's it. That is just delish. Well, folks, I invite you to dig into that and have yourselves a nice spaghetti bolognese for dinner. Catch you on the next recipe.